Are you serious? Are you serious? You need coffee and you need it bad. Is China holding us hostage? Mike from around the world says they are, and it's too late. I don't know if it's too late, but I want you to hear it, okay? I want you to hear what Mike from around the world is saying about this in just a second. First, let's put a shout out right now for www.noblegoldinvestments.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestments.com. Reign in wealth like King Charles with a gold IRA from Noble Gold Investments. Just as King Charles' magnificent gold crown symbolizes wealth and power, a gold IRA can fortify your own financial kingdom. Imagine the confidence that comes from a retirement backed by tangible, proven asset, gold. An asset that's not at the mercy of the unpredictable market swings. A crown may not be included, but isn't a future free of financial stress a worthy throne? Like royalty, enjoy the luxury of choice. Gold, silver, platinum, or palladium. The realm is yours to command. Fend off those concerns about economic downturns and let your wealth thrive with the timeless security of precious metals. And this month, the first solid 1/4 of an ounce gold standard bullion coin ever issued with King Charles III image can be yours with your own qualifying gold IRA. Okay, 1/4 of an ounce. It's not this coin. It's because I don't have my King Charles coin yet. It's on the way, but it can be on the way to you if you set up a gold IRA or roll over your 401k, $50,000 or more. Simply do this. Pick up the phone and call Colin Plume or one of his associates at 877-646-5347 and tell them Pastor Paul Begley sent you. Or click on the link below there in the description and let it take you there. Mike from around the world is telling us that China is already holding us hostage. And this is very interesting. You don't want to miss tonight's broadcast with Mike from around the world. It's going to be very, very good. And I'm telling you, things are getting so intense now. Listen to this. Let's go now to hear what Mike from around the world had to say about China and how China has got in position. And he's got access to the info, folks. Listen to this. Listen. Let me crank this thing up so you can hear it good. Listen to this. All right, Mike. I've got 7 of these. I got to get you another one. Okay. We have got. Here's a report that the government tried to give 100 senators a satellite phone. They saved for in case of a natural disaster like a solar flare frying the infrastructure or a deep impact or an insurrection or a nuclear annihilation. And only 50 of the senators said, we'll take the phone, and 50 said no.
What?
Mike, what if this is true, what's next? Or what's this about?
Yeah, it's true. And they've given out all 100s. They better say no, or they're not going to be able to face their constituents, right?
So you're saying all 100 took the phone?
They're going to say no in front of the cameras. They're going to say no in front of reporters because if their constituents find out that they took them, then they're going to they're going to hang them. That's what they're going to do. They're going to say you're not with us, you're with them.
Right.
And so they make their clear departure. But this is part of a brand new protocol that must go in place. It must go in place, right? One of the biggest issues is if the communications grid is tampered with. And let me tell you let me translate this in easier terms. For one, we're going to have communications, right?
Yeah.
But those communications could be tampered with. And what I mean is, if our communications systems are compromised, senators cannot talk on the phone.
No.
If our communication systems are compromised, right? They cannot talk in front of a computer. So they're going to have to use a different mode of communication on a very private stream. That's what those phones are for. I know that one of the biggest disasters we face right now is that just about every country has already spied and has access to other countries, right?
Yeah.
The USA has access to everybody. That was broken when Europe found out that we tapped everything they had, right?
That's true.
So we have access to everybody. Well, China also has access to everybody, right?
Yeah.
Now that this has become a reality, and now that China is about to hold some countries hostage, I'll say that one more time. They're about to hold some countries hostage, right? Why? Because they have the upper hand right now. That's why. Because they know all about these other countries, and they're somewhat savvy in the technical field when it comes to negotiating, because you already have information. They are turning why do you think all of a sudden the people in the USA have turned against the government? You only read that in spy books back in the 60s and 70s, right? And in the 80s. We didn't see that. You only read that, but now we see the populace has turned against the government. And it's sad that hardly anybody can recognize what's happening here. The USA has been infiltrated to a degree, right? There have been plans here.
Yeah.
These stories and all these different things that people are getting, they're just getting steamed up about, right? These have been sewn into our society purposely. In fact, every single last lead that has been gathered when it comes to people turning against the government, it comes from two sources: Russia, right, or China.
Yeah.
But here's the sad part. It's been working. Why? Because they observed the citizens. They found out what the citizens actually want. They know about the culture and everything else. And so what they've done is they had people that were paid hundreds of millions of dollars, right, on all sides of government, among the people, to start sowing these ideas into people. And look, what we have right now is it is directly related to what China and Russia has been doing. And people can't recognize it. The only way to recognize this is to go back in time to the 80s. So you can stand around the people and say that will never happen, right? China's trying to turn us against each other. They actually said that. I remember back in the 80s and 90s, they said Russia is trying to turn the citizens against the government. And they said, we're never going to let that happen. I remember those speeches.
Yeah.
But now, where are those people at? Where are they at? They can't remember. They cannot remember, and the people think they have a legitimate gripe against the government. There is no solving what's happening right now, because there are too many activists amongst the populace in the USA, period. It's not going to go away. It's going to build. Yeah. And they're using that as a leverage. Now they're going to another level. They actually have the hard facts information, right? Oh, something else. About 80% of the leaks that took place in the last 50 years came from China and Russia.
Because they know everything that we're doing, so they're the ones leaking.
They pay people, when a person in the USA, when they need, all you have to do to a person in the USA is say, listen, your country is failing. Your country needs you, right? We're not going to tell you who we're from, but we're going to pay you some real cash. That's putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
You pay someone, right? And you establish a loyalty, especially if that person needs it. And then they feel proud about what they're doing.
Yep.
And then they spread that around. Then other people buy into it.
Yeah,
that's right. Other people buy into it.
Yeah.
Because in their minds, it's patriotic, right?
Right.
How do you think that these people afford to coordinate at such a high level? Why do you think half these people are not worried about being jailed and all this, that, and the other, right? And we're talking about on all sides of government.
Yeah.
This is a problem, and it's so bad now they can't come out and announce this to the public. Why?
No.
Because the public will say it's a lie. Now they have the public totally bought. And I'm telling you right now, China is going to begin giving speeches on how America and China should work together. Mark my words, and you'll see it, and then you'll understand why they're doing it.
So you're saying China will start giving speeches saying, hey, you know what, let's work together. We got to work together. It's one
right.
And so those that are in on this are going to agree. They're going to agree with China. Okay, yeah, you're right. We do got to work together. It's better than being at war with one another. So you're saying this has all been planted. This has been part of the infiltrating of American society.
It's already done. It's already done.
And it's in process.
It's already done.
It's how you take a country without firing a shot.
It's already done. Mike said it.
Yep, it's already done. It's already done. Yep. It's already done. In other words, I think somebody said this in the chat room last night or last week when they said these are controlled puppets, traitors on the inside. We're already being held hostage by China, and China's not even here. But China is here because of their position. And now the reason that these 100 senators were given satellite phones, special satellite phones, that will operate outside of the compromised phone systems that we have. All of our iPhones and Androids are all compromised. China's listening to everything we do and say. We're listening to everybody else. That came out when it was proven that we heard everything that the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom was saying to everybody he talked to. So, I mean, we know this. So what the United States is doing right now, there's a reason for this. That they're giving these 100 senators these satellite phones. And the Democrat senators all said they got theirs and they've accepted them. But the Republican senators are all saying, no, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want you guys to listen. I don't trust you guys. But Mike says, don't believe that. They all have it. They all have to have it, or they cannot communicate with each other. They can no longer talk to each other on their iPhones or by email or by direct messages, because Elon Musk even told you that Twitter was watching every direct message and saving it by every person on Twitter. 200 million people, okay? They got them all recorded. So you can't direct message, you can't email, you can't pick up the phone, you can't text somebody, you can't talk to them on the phone. All of that is being heard and recorded. The only way you can is through a satellite phone. And it's a special satellite phone that's wired just for those 100 senators, and those 100 senators can talk to each other or talk to the authorities within the government based on national security. Matter of fact, this disruptive event is coming. The senators have been issued these satellite phones. Do our benevolent oligarchs know something we don't know? Well, yeah. These oligarchs are the New World Order. They are the Illuminati that control the globe. Do they know something we don't know? Of course they do, because they're going to help create it. Our senators have reportedly been issued these satellite phones just in case, quote, there's a man-made or a natural disaster or a disruptive event, whatever that is. And it occurs and takes out part of our power grid, purely precautionary, no reason to be alarmed. Just know that we got to have a way to communicate with these senators just in case something catastrophic happens. And what could that be? Well, a massive earthquake in the New Madrid, tearing a country apart, maybe. How about an alien invasion that all of a sudden millions of people disappear? Or if that's what you call it. Or maybe it's a nuclear technical, or let's say tactical nukes exploding in 5 cities across America. Or maybe a meteorite crashes into the ocean and wipes out the coastal East Coast or the West Coast or some coast in the world. Yeah, maybe it's something like that. Or maybe it's because the Chinese are already here. And maybe they're the ones talking to our senators on the satellite phone so that the rest of the government can't hear what they're saying. Do we even have a clue? Do you? It's not, this isn't fantasy land. This isn't Marvel comic books. This isn't sci-fi movie. This is the real world. Here in the real world, it's not easy at all, 'cause our hearts are broken. our nation could fall. And China and Russia and everyone, they're listening to everything that's said and done. But I don't understand it, folks, here in the real world. Yeah, you know, it's really what's happening. I just watched a video that I wanted to show it to you, and I'm going to try to find out if I can show it to you tonight. But I watched a video that was so unbelievable of the technology advancement of AI, I almost fell out of my chair. This is why we're doing this this double webinar, supernatural intelligence. Because it looks like, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it looks like prophecy, that technology is catching up with the prophecy. It looks like they're going to interface technological advancement with the spiritual realm. The dark side, as Russ Dizdar used to say, is penetrating into our daily world. Demonic, spiritual, supernatural intelligence. It's absolutely happening. And this webinar is so powerful. Get your tickets, guys. Go to my website right now. It's a double webinar. Just go there. I would say get the bundle ticket. Just go ahead and get the bundle ticket. But it is unbelievable. I just saw a video of a AI robot that was answering questions from a reporter. And this robot had no idea what was going to be asked. And it had facial expressions, and it moved its head and eyes and talked with expressions and answered eloquently to the question, highly intelligently. And I was blown away. And I said, dear Lord, it had human-like features that was unreal. And according to this report, it was a robot that, you know, they say in the next 24 months, it will not only be able to talk like that even better with more facial expressions, but actually move around, walk around, do things. Unbelievable. It was eerie. And then I said to myself, oh my God, this thing is going to have a different ideology. It's AI. Here's the thing. It's not programmed what to say to a question. The AI thinks, and it ascertains everything from the internet, whether it's true or not, and it calculates, and it comes out with an answer that's stunning. And it thinks for itself. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But we're here. Supernatural intelligence. That's why I'm bringing in the best speakers I could find, like Josh Peck from Skywatch TV, who is brilliant. He is a brilliant young man with understanding of AI. L.A. Marzulli, he's going to talk about how people, he interviewed people that had been abducted, they believe, by aliens. He says, no, it's demons, but he interviews them, and then he goes and checks out all these crop circles and how that's working. And there's a new technology that can do that. This is all by deception. Guys, these are lying signs and wonders. And supernatural intelligence is where we're going with this. It's demonically inspired, demonically charged. We have crossed into another realm. We've went into a darker side than ever before. We're about to encounter this beast kingdom. And this kingdom, guys, is getting the smart mark on the right hand. I saw it in that cartoon, that Stretch Armstrong cartoon that they just showed. We showed it last night on Getting Ready. It's off the chain, So it's right down it's like they were reading Revelation 13 and the beast kingdom. This is what's going on. This might be the most important webinar of all times, because LA is going to talk about, and LA Marzulli is also going to tell you about how he got saved, how he gives his testimony, how he came out of the New Age movement and was born again. Okay? Unbelievable. And you're also going to hear Mr. Yazi, the Navajo Indian, completely break the code. He breaks the code of silence. He shares information that is totally taboo among his people. And that is the secrets of the medicine men and what are the skinwalkers. And he knows them because he's seen it. He's witnessed it. And he's been born. He got born again. He's a member of our online church. And he was willing to break the code and tell the truth in this webinar. Unbelievable things you'll hear that's never been spoken before because it's taboo to discuss it. Heidi Begley is going to give you 2 great presentations on those creepy crypts that are around the world and why they do it. Archbishop Anthonysia Snyder, I mean, it is the best interview I've ever done with him. He is the Archbishop. He was an exorcist for the Vatican. He's now the Archbishop of the country of Kazakhstan. He explains demon possession. He talks about what he witnessed during actual exorcisms. He explains the dangers of AI and where it plays a role in these end times. We discuss everything. I mean, wow, 5 different topics with him. That's incredible. If you didn't listen to no, and if you didn't hear it, it's unbelievable. And the professional gamer, he was out there and he was running his mouth and he was talking and he was calling people names and he was talking about frauds. But the truth is, the professional gamer is an AI himself. He's an AI himself. That's what's amazing. Are you serious, professional gamer? Are you serious? Yeah. And so these entities are going to mix and mux among us. We've already had Russian bots and Chinese bots and other bots and sex bots. Over the years, they've come in and out of our chat rooms to try to create a debate, to try to create confusion. They're the authors of confusion, to try to change the milieu so that people get their minds off Christ. But instead of getting their minds on Christ, they try to take them away from Christ. Guys, China is holding us hostage, and China's using every ounce of technology it can. We're in the last days. We're in the end times. Give your life to Jesus Christ. I'm serious. I am so serious, guys, because if Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, no man comes to the Father but by me. Get your tickets now for this webinar. Just do it right now. Be ready. We'll be sending you your link on Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern on June the 9th. We only have 9 days left. Are you serious? Are you serious? And don't miss tonight. And if you haven't seen that special Patreon I did, it's mind-blowing. Those of you who have, you know what I'm talking about. It's mind-blowing. Are you serious? Go to my Patreon channel. It's unbelievable. If you haven't signed up for Patreon, it's real easy. It's give whatever you want. Okay, some people give $5. That's about the average. People give about $5 a month and get all access, all that exclusive content that's discussed over there. I do a 45-minute interview with Agent X. I'm going to be doing an interview with Mike from around the world, hopefully tomorrow, which will go on Patreon as well. So there's so much going on. And don't miss tonight's show with Mike from around the world. Did that little AI bot get booted?
John spent his days walking up and down the Jordan, making a
baptized.
On the side of redemption you will stand.
It's tonight at 9 o'clock.
This was the mission of John the Baptist, a wandering preacher man. On the road to Damascus, with trouble in his heart, Saul was the meanest guy around. And the good Lord saw right through him. It was time for a change. In a flash of light, he knocked him to the ground. He would never be the same, so he spread the truth with his new name. Message
You're right,
of
Michael.
redemption
You are
across the
right.
land.
I'll ask Mike about it tonight.
This was the
Let me
mission
just write that down
of an
so I don't
apostle
forget.
named Paul, a
6 missing newts.
wandering preacher man.
Where'd he go? Oh yeah, and a train of nitro. Thank you for reminding me. See if Mike can tell us where those are. Somebody shout right now.
Walk from town to town, teaching truth to the people. The author of creation, flesh and bone.
Sister, I'm glad you're with us from Gambia.
He showed the world the fullness of his glory. He called all the sinners to come home. The Son of God had been sent. He was crucified, then he rose again. Our redemption resting in his hands. This is the message of our Lord Jesus, a wandering preacher man. Preacher man, our Lord was a preacher man.
Oh, I will. Jimmy Mack, when we take the Preacher Man van on the road, we'll be hitting 5 states. We'll be giving you the dates and cities where we're going to be, locations, and that'll be coming up this fall. Let the weather get just a little cooler before we take the van on that trip. We'll be going to 5 states. We'll be hitting different cities, and it'll be coffee shops, different places, okay? Common places, easy for folks to come. And we'll tell you what time we're going to be there approximately. We'll give you the times, we'll give you the locations, and the dates. And we'll get a chance to meet folks that we've never met before who've been watching us for years. And it'll be a lot of fun. It will be amazing and a lot of fun. We'll be coming to you with the Preacher Man van. It should be fun, okay? That's coming up this fall. All right, guys, let's get ready. Let's get ready for tonight. Absolutely. You've got time right now to do 2 things. Get your ticket ordered for this webinar so you can get that behind you. And the second thing to do, go to Patreon and watch this interview with Agent X. I won't be back unless something major breaks. All right. Paul, I ordered 3 CDs. They are due to arrive this week. Sharon, let me just ask you, what did you order? Let's just see what she ordered. Sharon ordered 3 CDs. Are they 3 music CDs? All right, let's give her a chance. I just want to see this just for my own good. And hang on, everybody. Hang on. Let's see. Let's let her put that in there. I just want to see it. I'm interested. Are they all 3 of one thing, or did she order 3 different DVD webinars? Or did she order 3 different music albums? We'll see. Just give it a moment. There's a little bit of delay here, but God bless Sharon. God bless you, Sharon. Where is my Harmonize and Prophesy music seat? Did somebody come and get it because they wanted to listen to it off my desk? Okay. Harmonize. So you got 3 of them. So there you go. Sharon ordered 3 music CDs of Harmonize and Prophesy. She must be going to use one for herself and give 2 away, or maybe she's got 1 for the house and 1 for the car. Oh, praise God. Oh, okay. Harmonize and Israel CD. Okay, now wait a minute. And maybe 1 more. Maybe she ordered 1 more. All right. Well, God bless you, Sharon. And I'll see you guys, Lord willing, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, unless something major was to break. Wow. Are you serious? God bless all of you. Are you saved?